Hi all. Today's question is whether the United States Patent and Trademark Office allows AI inventorship. We're asking this on December 23rd, 2025 because there's been some recent guidance that came out that I just found like it worded things interestingly regarding this topic. So on November 11th, 2025, this guidance came out. It rescinded the old guidance from 2024 in its entirety and it put out this new guidance here. This is a Department of Commerce document. It's public info. You can look it up. But I distilled some of that down into this little one pager here to kind of go over this question of, does the USPTO allow AI inventorship? So again, they rescinded their old guidance of 2024. So in just like a year, they've rescinded this guidance in entirety and they replaced it with this new November 2025 guidance. So it seems like things are changing a little bit. Interestingly, like they phrased some things, what I kind of found odd. So the USPTO presumes that inventors, and they use that word presume, that they presume that inventors named in these application data sheets and these oaths and declarations are human being inventors, meaning that they're not looking too far into whether like Steve Robot with the same home address as you that is listed on the ADS is actually a real person. And in my experience, examiners don't really ask those kind of questions. So it seems like they're kind of ignoring whether something on the ADS could be a human or whether it could be a robot, and they're just going to assume that anything listed on these documents is a human. They do try to elaborate and kind of double down on that 2024 guidance, in my opinion, that only human inventors may receive a patent under U.S. law. That is correct. They say that AI is a tool and it's not a human inventor under U.S. law and therefore cannot receive a patent. However, that's a little bit different of a question than what we're asking. Does the USPTO allow AI inventorship? Not does the USPTO allow AI to get a patent? There are some questions here, but that's more fact relevant to whether the inventors had knowledge and whether the inventors can receive the patent under US law. It is not really relevant to this question that they've created, in my opinion, of whether the USPTO allows AI inventorship. Further, this question is clouded by a statement towards the end of the memo where they say that foreign jurisdictions may allow AI to be used as an inventor. However, when you're basically importing that foreign patent into the U.S. To prosecute that through the USPTO, you can only name the natural human people here. So that is saying that they acknowledge that AI may be an inventor, right, per our question, but they're saying that you can only get a patent if only the natural persons are cited on these documents. So let me know your thoughts. I think this is a pretty interesting issue. Thanks.